Instead, we have the opportunity to make a habit of empathy, to recognize ourselves in each other.
As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me a rolling valley. Everybody learned this in grade school, right? I'm not the only one. Everybody in the place, this land is your land. This land is my land. From California, Oakland, to the New York Island, Wall Street.
So we're here at the Port of Oakland. There's a huge mass of people just walked down from the center of town. I think it's been about 2 miles now that we've walked here. People are spreading out to all the different gates and are blocking the gates. But I've got my empathy shirt on. Have a shot of that. Asking people about empathy. Tell me about empathy. So they've been telling me all kinds of stories, and I've been trying to focus on the music. There's been a lot of music that's been fun. A lot of bands and musicians, and so I tried to cover that part. I really enjoyed that.
Today is an extremely important day because, I mean, they're asking society in itself to step out and be a part of it, you know what I mean? And I think that is just extremely, extremely important, you know, and we have to start caring about each other, you know what I mean? And if we keep putting, you know, money over people, it's nowhere but further down we'll go, you know what I mean? That's the bottom line.
In respect to building a culture of empathy, I'm really thinking that it starts with listening and really listening to what people are saying. And what I was telling Eileen earlier is that I got an opportunity to speak with our President Obama last week about the Keystone Pipeline. And I think I'd been listening to where he was on the issues, and I brought my heart and my feelings about stopping the Keystone Pipeline, and I feel that that's a really important issue right now. He met me there, and he heard me, and he told me he heard me, and he told me he was listening. But he hugged me and said, "I hear you."
Wow. So you really felt that he was empathizing with you, or listening, or?
I felt her. I definitely felt heard. I really did. Yeah. Was there empathy? Yeah, I think there was. There was a presence of empathy on both sides.
I'm Sam. We are the 99%. Welcome from San Jose. Occupy.
What does empathy mean to you? Like, how would you define it?
Is caring and understanding for my neighbors and looking after everyone, and I think that includes the 100%, and I care about the 1% and I love them. I want them to see that they're not caring and loving everyone else the same way, in the same loving way that they should. And that's where we've completely come out of sync with ourselves, and it's evident everywhere around us where we look.
So it's like you're valuing the 1% as well, want them to see value empathy as well.
They must. It's the only way. We are the 100%.
I think creating a culture of empathy is tricky. I think it's always tricky to try to reform society as a whole. That being said, I think like you would need a two-pronged approach. You would need to first work for empathy within yourself and within your personal life and within your family, and you need to engage in politics and be realistic about what can happen and what cannot happen in creating a more compassionate and empathetic society. I think empathy is something that needs to be learned and something that needs to be felt.
While democracy dies, life but a series of business transactions with ever-increasing resource extraction. The world sustained can meet all of our needs, but not if it's run for corporate greed. Not if it's run for corporate greed.
Well, how to build a culture of empathy. I think that you know, there are practices that help with that, like meditation and also nonviolent communication. But it is true that, you know, we even have to have empathy for the 1%, because I really believe that, you know, we are conditioned by capitalism to be greedy, you know. It's the system that's really the problem. It's the system that we have to tweak, you know, so that it works for everybody.
Salutation to everyone that's sitting in the tent that is in the city plaza, that is anywhere in the world looking into Oakland at this time.
Oakland, California, put your hands in the air. Let's do it. Come on. It feels good to shut down the banks.
Franco Gawa, Oscar Grant Plaza.
Yeah. So here we are. It's time to go march to the port. The port.
Shut down the port.
Yeah, we got
The bank.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Get back.
I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me a rolling valley. Everybody learned this in grade school, right? I'm not the only one. Everybody in the place. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California, Oakland to the New York Island, Wall Street. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was me, you and me.
See the world through other people's eyes. Now, empathy is a quality of character that can change the world.